Yeah, I'm Michael Kels, and I'm the chief engineer of the EQC. Chief engineer is in the end head of development, so I'm fully responsible for all the good stuff in the car, no doubt. The electric vehicle is pretty different from our regular combustion engine vehicles because finally the center of gravity is much lower, and also the load distribution is different. So in the end, to do a very good electric car, you have to swap a little bit to other testings. We are testing in the Black Forest because here we have all those winding roads and we have the steep grades up, especially uphill, and this is pretty challenging in some cases, and also the bad roads, no doubt. Here in the Black Forest we test mainly ride and handling to give the car the properties we have to have in a real Mercedes, and this is ideal conditions to test this. Yeah, actually we have been in the winter testing, which is especially also a challenge for heating. Now we are running drive and handling tests here in the Black Forest, and in a few weeks we are going to Spain or to the south and do all the heat testing. Luckily the EQC is absolutely on plan, so finally on all the hardware side we are running very good. We have already serious components in this car, we can see here, and also in the software we are on plan, so looks very good. From a testing point of view, we will have a lot of heat testing this summer again to do, and for the world premiere finally there's also the work to do at home, so to get the body fixed and to get everything in the shape you can expect from a real Mercedes. So it's not only the drive, it's also the other stuff. Yeah, the car is not only the sum of its parts, it's no doubt. One of the main things is really to tune everything so that you have the real Mercedes feel of drive, and that's what we are doing, especially also on this drive here, and try to figure out whether we are there where we want to go. But looks very good actually. I think there's no doubt, so we are really confident that this will be a real Mercedes, especially from all the drive we tested here. So this is pretty clear. Up to now we have built about 90 prototypes of this car, as we see it behind me. So, and this is sufficient really to do all the special tests, especially as we have additional tests on an EV that we never had before. So finally 90 cars, but that's the fit. Yeah, one of the biggest challenges is really to figure out what are the right tests for such a car. So in the end, with the different center of gravity, with the other behavior, especially also on bad roads, we had to add a lot of different new tests to get really to a very customer satisfying car. The big difference between the car we had in winter testing and this car is now that we have a lot of serious components in there, so all coming off tool, so we can really try already on the hardware side whether the parts are good or not. So everything is now, a lot of the stuff is off tool. This is a big difference. Especially on the EQC we did a lot of simulation in the beginning, did a lot of digital testing. Then we went on test benches and had especially the drive tested on test benches. Now we are in the hardware phase, so now we are on the road, and now we have a lot of road testing, no doubt. It is the beginning of a new era because you have additional tests, and in the actual testing you can see this a lot. The new era with the EQC in testing means a lot of additional testing, and this you can see in our everyday work. The EQ family is not only the car, it's also the people behind the car and the whole team, and that team is really great, working hard on the car, and it is a successful team, and that's fun, no doubt. So my actual personal highlight on this car is here in the Black Forest, really going on these winding roads. The great drive performance is the actual highlight. The EQC driving fun is really great. You are maybe a little bit missing the sound, not me, because I like to drive quiet, but still very dynamic. So yes, we can expect a lot of fun. My two favorite cars before I did the EQC was mainly the station wagon all-terrain, and at last the CLS. And the CLS is the car with a lot of driving fun, so pretty close to this here. This is even going better.
My name is Vico Stark. I'm head of case at Mercedes-Benz Cars. The EQC is the front runner of our portfolio expansion at Mercedes-Benz Cars. We are coming with 10 battery electric vehicles until 2022, and we are going to cover all segments. And therefore the EQC is a very, very important milestone for us. Today we are in the Black Forest for final test drive to optimize the ride handling and suspension system of a Mercedes EQ, because we want to make the best battery electric vehicle, and you know what a Mercedes-Benz stands for, and that's the sum of its characteristics. Here in the Black Forest is especially challenging, the road conditions, and therefore I think it's a perfect place to really test the suspension system and the ride handling of the EQC, because we want to come up, with the best battery electric vehicle regarding suspension, regarding handling, and of course for NVH, noise. In the future, we will have a close link between product on the one hand side and digital service on the other hand side. And this is what we are also testing here in the Black Forest today, because we want to come up with a complete offer of digital services. For example, charging, seamless charging, payment via smartphone is one of the services, and there are more to come. But with more to come, we are going to explain and show you on the world premiere. My personal highlight at the EQC is the suspension system, the handling of the car, the NVH. So it's a very comfortable car. And to make a long story short, it's the sum of its characteristics, and that's what a Mercedes-Benz stands for. Actually, the EQC is covering, one of the most important pillars is actually the E. But also regarding connectivity and new services, we will offer new connectivity features and services within the EQC. So it's a perfect step in the right direction.